Hello, hello. Welcome to another workout. We've got an upper body workout today. This is upper A, the beginning of my week. I believe this was on a Monday. I mean, that makes sense because it was the beginning of the week. But we're starting with some incline bench on the Smith machine. I've actually got the workout up on my phone for once, so I can tell you exactly what we're doing. 75 kilos for 5 reps. Pretty standard. Pretty typical, I would say. The incline bench for me is something that does not go up very often in weight. It's a bit hard to progress. But I threw on the elbow sleeves from SBD, and they honestly made a huge difference. It felt like, because I'm trying to obviously bias the clavicular head, I'm feeling like my triceps are burning every time I do this exercise. But because of the elbow wraps or the elbow sleeves, I feel like my S's are sounding so loud. Because of the elbow sleeves, they went up really easily, and I felt much less tension on my tricep. So we had 5 reps for that first set. Fucking amazing. Second set as well, 5 reps. I was kind of hoping not to get 5 reps here because obviously that means my first set was probably not till failure. So that was a bit awkward, I guess. But, you know, can't complain. Still got 5 reps, so I guess that's good. Lat pull downs are right after this. Now, honestly, lat pull downs have been pissing me off lately. I was nearly debating just not doing them in the split because of how these have been feeling, but I've come to the conclusion that I'm gonna start doing these unilaterally. Unilaterally? Is that how you say it? I don't know. But doing normal lat pull downs are just, I don't know, I've just gotten sick of them. They've really bothered me. You know, I've tried changing the grips on this exercise. On this set, I tried changing the grip. It didn't fucking work. It felt shit. I did 3 reps on both of these sets, so it was just terrible. Plus, with the normal wide bar, I think if you're going to use that wide pull down bar, you got to go all the way wide because trying to do shoulder width on that thing sucks ass. So yeah, we didn't do anything special with pull downs here because I was still debating what do I even do with the lat pull down. Do I vault it? Obviously, you don't want to vault your lat pull down because that's a fucking frontal plane movement. Anyway, you're probably wondering why am I back on the Smith machine? Well, we're about to do some fucking JM press. Oh, look at that. Felt so good with the elbow sleeves. I haven't done any tricep exercise with elbow sleeves in months because these new SBD sleeves I got, they didn't really fit too well. They kind of are a bit too big. But honestly, I feel like that's a blessing in disguise. I feel bad for this guy. He pulled up and then was like, oh, I don't want to be in the frame, and he walked around. But it's okay. If I was not in the middle of the set, if I was about to finish, I would have just racked it and said, nah, you're good, bro, you're good. But I still had so many reps in the tanks, so I had to just keep going. You could see I kind of hesitated for a second. And I don't know why. I was like, no, my hands. I felt very awkward after that, but it is what it is. Different camera angle. I look very professional here. So I've written down 40 kilos. I got 8 reps for my first set. For this set as well, though, I actually have written down 8 again. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I feel like I shouldn't be getting the same amount of reps for the second set. I might have purposely kept a rep in reserve on that first set of JM press. I mean, it's more optimal, right, to keep your first set of everything in 1 rep in reserve. I just feel like I just don't know how I feel about doing that on everything, though. For a lot of exercises, I feel like if I want to fucking grow, I just got to go to failure on every single set. So something like JM press, I don't know. I probably just wasn't used to getting 8 reps because normally I'm not doing a full plate each side. So 8 reps was a big surprise for me that day. Okay, moving over to preacher curls. Nice. This was 63.3 kilo. We got 7 reps for this. This was great. Preachers have been one of my favorite bicep exercises for a while now. This felt really good. In fact, I was not scared of fatigue here because I decided to do 3 sets. Okay. Lately I've been realizing I'm doing 2 sets for fucking everything. I don't have a single exercise where I'm just saying, let's do 3 sets. Except for calf raises. Calf raises I'm always going to do 3 sets because it fucking works. But I was like, okay, I need something for my upper body days where I'm doing 3 sets because I do have, I'm not fatigued. My workouts have been perfect, but I want to be so close to needing a deload that, like, where I don't actually need a deload. Because if I'm not getting that close to it, if I'm not on thin ice when it comes to deloads, it means that I've still got energy in the tank. Like, you know what I mean? So I need to be doing a little bit too much. I'd rather do too much than too little. So I want to be close to needing a fucking deload. So that's why I decided to do 3 sets here. Plus, that second set was 6 reps. This 6, oh my god. Kill me. This third set is going to be 6 reps as well. So that it's honestly so fucking easy to just do 6 reps on curls. So yeah, that was 63.3 kilo for all 3 sets, same weight. First set was 7 reps, second set 6 reps, set after that was also 6 reps. Then we moved on to the lateral raise pin loaded variant machine, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I came up with a little technique here. Decided to use my cuff, slip my hand in the cuff, and then just let go so I don't have to use my grip. And then I just fucking, it was all elbow or whatever the fuck, all humerus. I don't even know what the fucking term is. But I was not relying on my grip, so my grip was not a limiting factor here. And I hadn't done pin loaded lateral raises for a minute now. I think, I'm trying to use my memory here. Pretty sure I was just using the plate loaded. But I decided, let's go back to the pin loaded and try this little cuff method. I kind of had an idea for doing this for the past week. I just didn't get around to it. So this was fucking amazing, bro. This was another, I did 4 sets total. Obviously it's unilateral, so first set's left arm, second set is right arm. You want to rest between those sets because it's still a working set. If you just go straight into the other arm, you're going to have fucking CNS fatigue. So yeah, you don't want that. But this was a great day for my lateral delts or whatever the fuck. This exercise was so good. If this day wasn't better because of the preacher curls, the JM press getting PR or whatever with the extra weight, lateral raise moving so well, everything felt shit. No, I thought everything was gonna feel shit because of those pull downs. Pull downs fucking sucked, but here, after pull downs, everything was good. So I was like, what the fuck? What a weird day. So my lateral raises, everything was, I started with 40 kilos. Second set, my first set, did 11 reps, a lot of reps, holy fatigue. My next 2 sets for left and right arm, I did 50 kilo. Obviously, this has got to be a dual pulley or some shit. I'm not actually lifting 50 fucking kilos with one arm. So I'm just going to write 50 kilos because that's what the stack says. I don't want to confuse myself. But I did even more reps and more weight on the second set. So I was leaving so much in reserve on that first set, most likely because I'm not used to this specific angle and with the cuffs. So I was like, I must have just had reps in reserve when I didn't even realize it. I probably thought I had 1 rep in reserve or 2, but fuck, I was able to increase the weight by a fair bit. But of course, it's not actually 10 kilos. It's probably only a couple kilos difference. But getting 13 reps on my left arm and then 12 on the right was quite shocking for me. Then we did some seated dumbbell hammer curls. Can't go wrong with these. 17.5 kilos each hand. These were fucking amazing. I love this exercise. And if you don't see what's happening here, I'm doing it on the lat pull down. I've just spun around. I've got the knee pads up really high so I can put my elbows against them. If you're wondering, oh, but someone's going to want to use the lat pull down. Well, guess what? I don't fucking care. No, seriously though, there's 3 lat pull downs here and they're literally always empty. So I feel no shame for taking one of these just to do biceps. Even if 2 people were using lat pull down, I would use the last empty one because I know by the time someone else wants to do pull downs, one of them will get off. It's fine. Or they can work in. To be honest, this is not inconsiderate to do my dumbbell curls here, especially because it feels so good. I did 8 reps there, did a partial at the end, which means my fatigue is fucked. Not jokes. I'm not scared of fatigue. Second set, though, we got 6 reps. So that's really good, honestly. I think I was tempted to do a third set after this, but I knew that this entire workout was a lot of volume. Actually, it really isn't that much volume, but after this workout, I knew I had to do some steps, some cardio, so I was like, I won't do a third set. In hindsight, though, now that I'm looking back, I'm thinking, fuck, I should have just done a third set because, god damn, I love that exercise. To be fair, I did 3 sets of biceps already, so doing a supinated, or no, a neutral grip hammer curl, it's also going to stimulate the biceps, so it's kind of redundant to an extent, especially because people say the hammer curls are fucking useless. I don't really get that. I think it's still useful. It's still hitting the brachioradialis, not as much as a reverse curl would, but it's also hitting the brachialis, so it's the only way to hit the brachialis. I don't know if people think hitting the brachialis is pointless nowadays, but I don't fucking know. I never really paid too much attention to the vaulting of the hammer curls. I still do them because they're awesome. I might write down the actual workouts, like in depth in the description for people who want to take the workout and give it a spin. You know what I mean? Give it a whirl. Or you could just watch the video, I guess, because I literally recorded every set. You can just recreate it, increase the sets if you want more volume. Like, it's pretty simple. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye bye.